my voice in the hall of bun. So I'ma put it in a robot song, robot song. Prayer drop from Babylon. Catch my voice in the hall of bun. So I'ma put it in a robot song, robot song. Show me them Sunday. Mobe kebi alaminti. Chamala mafuno, mabro, malabu unyam. Show me them Sunday. Mobe kebi alaminti. Chamala mafuno, mabro. To know, every time you to know. Show me to know, show me to know, to know, to know, to know. Every time you to know.
Yo, bang, bang!
To know. Feel white bodies in the yard, but I see none. I love the one in the weave on. It be eating my mind boss, mind boss. Feel white bodies in the yard, but she see none. She love the one in the dreadlocks. And it be eating my mind boss, mind boss. Timmy Panaya drop from Babylon. Catch my voice in the hall of bun. So I'ma put it in a robot song, robot song. Praya drop from Babylon. Catch my voice in the hall of bun. So I'ma put it in a robot song, robot song. It's in the rhythm. Oshime dem Sunday. Mobe kebi alaminti. Chamala mafuno, mabro, malabu unyam. Oshime dem Sunday. Mobe kebi alaminti. Chamala mafuno, mabro. Oh, my bugger drop, enough bag of chat, enough bag of love, yeah. My dollar drop, yeah. Make CD shots, now who the dog? Check the shit, check the settings, now read the shit. I show you one, I want to take. Check the settings, now read the shit. I wanna read the shit, I wanna check the shit. Check the settings, now read the shit. I show you one, I want to take. Check the settings, now read the shit. I wanna read the shit. Timmy Panaya drop from Babylon. Catch my voice in the hall of bun. So I'ma put it in a robot song, robot song. Praya drop from Babylon. Catch my voice in the hall of bun. So I'ma put it in a robot song, robot song.
Then how about you? So how about you say I show my nose inside?
Chamala mafuno, mabro, malabu unyam. Oshame dem Sunday. Mobe kebi alaminti.
Okay, I see myself.
Chamala mafuno, mabro. To know, every time you to know. Show me to know.
Alright, they work.
Show me to know, to know, to know, to know. Every time you to know, yeah. Me to know, to know. I wanna.
Should I mute myself or something? Yo, bang, bang!
Yo, welcome ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing? Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is Motherland Gaming Television with an absolute banger of a day. Today is gonna be the last day of the GPL season 2. The whole season has come to an end, and it's gonna be the mighty Titans who are going to be facing each other. It's going to be Club the Ultimo versus Athletico. A fantastic stream I've got for you here today, and I'm just waiting for my co-host Slimo to join me. He was going to be joining me very soon, so stay tuned, stay locked in, because we've got the boys also in the interview rooms. I can see them loud, and I can hear them loud and clear as well. So we're going to be getting ready to get this game going. Let me know in the comments if you guys can hear me and see me and everything is okay. Let me know, the fans of Club de Ultimo and also that of Atletico. Let me see you guys in the chat commenting and telling me who you think is going to be taking the win today. I mean, both teams have got a lot to play for, in my opinion, in terms of pride and just pure banter. Who gets to take away the banter? That is quite important in this particular industry. So, you know, even though they might not necessarily win, however, the banter that would rage between these two teams until the next season or the next league begins, it's gonna be very vital in that particular respect. Because of time, let me just try and get these guys on while we wait for Slimo to join the party. We get him on. Just give me a second here, so try and get him on. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
It's a privilege, man.
Nice one. It's a privilege to also be talking to you. How are you feeling? How's the vibe like in your camp?
Vibe in my camp is a bit crazy right now, because obviously gone on the internet and that, like, I can't get my main stars on just now because the internet is absolute shit. But because we're still going to stand strong, obviously. We're not going to let that bring us down. We need these points, so we're going to go crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to go crazy because the banter and then the pure banter that's going to be going on if you do lose this game, you just can't leave it. You can't leave it there, can you?
No, we can't. We literally can't, bro. I've been piping these guys up, telling them to actually turn up today, because this is it, man. This is it. Final game of the season. You lot go pull up. I know internet or Charlie, my vibe is not there or anything like that. You lot go come with a game. Do you get me?
Yeah, I definitely do agree. So I just can't wait to see, what these teams come up with. Especially, I don't know, I'm not getting Atletico in here. Atletico, are you here, buddy?
Yo, fam, stop ducking the smoke, bro.
Just went all quiet on me for a sec. It's Athletico. I can see you in the interview room, but I can't hear you.
I can hear him, though.
You can hear him, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't hear him. There we go. Hello, can you hear me? It's Athletico. There we go. Oh, I think your audio went out. Fix that. No, we still can't hear you. Switch this up. Change the. No, we still can't hear you. I can see your video, but we just can't hear you. Probably see if you can restart the link, because Yeah, let's look at that. So tell me, how's your journey been so far, Club the Ultimo, your journey this season? I mean, so far, what do you think about the league and stuff like that? What's the vibe?
The league format is amazing, obviously. We've had other clubs pull out, some clubs losing their players. It's been up and down, isn't it? Like, it's not been a smooth ride, but that's what you get with these big tournaments and these big competitions where everyone literally wanna win it, and everyone believes they're the best team in this league. We started off well from our team. We started off really bad. Like, the consistency wasn't there. We didn't have the players that we needed. But towards the midway, we kind of picked up a little bit, and then we had the whole Ghana internet issue.
Yeah.
So we had to go off, and then we had to rebuild. Like, I had to gear the guys up, bring them up to that level that we need them to be. We went on a little run. We kind of fell off in our last few games, but we're back up again, isn't it? And today you see the real Club the Ultimo.
Today you got nothing to lose, so hopefully, I mean, you can just go all out.
Hey, we've got a top four to look out for.
Well, we can have the opportunity to look at the current league standings. Let's check that out, and then we can. So currently we do have Boca Juniors at the top with 40 points. Club the Ultimo, you're in the 4th position with 28 points, and Inter Athletico in the 7th position with 24 points. So even if they win Inter Athletico, you know, they still wouldn't pass you guys. But when you guys win, that's a big deal because you can easily overtake Favela Footy if Favela Footy that do lose. So
Bro,
you've got a lot
that
to
is
play
the
for.
goal, bro. That is the goal.
So you definitely got a lot to play for then.
Yep. I told you, innit? I told you we literally had to turn up for this one because they don't have anything to play for, so they are more dangerous that way. But we've got a lot riding on, so there's a lot of pressure on us because we need to win this game. We've been given it a big talk, innit?
Yeah.
So we need to turn up and prove ourselves.
Under your top.
I think I've got my man Slimo in the building. Let's try and get Slimo in here. So that Slimo would be very interested in talking to Club the Ultimo. Slimo, welcome.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I couldn't miss the big day, the final day of the season. It's been coming.
Let's get it.
Go that fucking.
All right. Slimo, so we've got Club the Ultimo, you've got Inter Athletico as well. Club the Ultimo, this is the one and only Slimo, the legend, the living legend himself.
All right,
Yo, big man.
Senior man, this is great. It's great having you here. But first question for you is:
Pleasure's all mine.
Before the season. All right. Thanks for having me. The big question is: even before the season started, did you guys envision yourself being like one of the best in the league, or were you thinking, okay, maybe this is the first time we've put the team together, or you guys had already like planned this thing that hey, we are going all the way for it?
I'll tell you something, yeah. PS4, we believed in ourselves, but PS5 version of FIFA is tricky. We had a lot of players who had just got their PS5 and they had to build out their players. We literally had like a week till the league started, and these guys weren't available. So we're playing with players with 81 rated, 82 rated players. So at the start, it was a bit shaky, man. I'm not gonna lie. It was like an unknown territory. But as the season is went on, progressed, we've got new players in, perked up a little bit, and we started climbing up. So we never thought we were gonna be where we are right now. But now that we're there, we want to maintain that bet. We want to prove ourselves. We want to prove to everyone we deserve to be there.
Exactly. I think you guys surely deserve to be there. Yeah. Hopefully you guys get a win. But tell me about the player selection, because you did speak about how good the players were. Is the player selection based on how good the player is, maybe in 1v1 in FIFA and FC24, or you guys have like a tryout that you guys can pick someone who's good enough to maybe gel with the team?
The thing with my club, I can't talk for the other guy, but with my club, it doesn't matter how good you are 1v1, because I'm shit at 1v1. But one thing you gotta know is,
really?
club, bro, I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm shit at 1v1s, but pro club is a team, is unity. You can get anyone in your team with the right instruction, they can play well. It doesn't matter how good you are in 1v1. So we pick players based on how good they can take the instructions we're giving them, how good they can integrate themselves into the team and play like a team with us, if you know what I mean. You don't need to be good. Just be good enough. Have good internet, which is a problem, by the way.
I like the final part, the honest gospel truth. But I mean, I've loved what you guys have done this season, and then all the best. Hopefully, you're able to maintain that top 4 spot, because I know SP3 is breathing down your neck for that one. But I think I'm on for Inter Athletico is here.
They are.
Yeah.
But we're here for them. Don't worry.
All right, let's hear from our man,
bro. You don't need this, bro.
Let's hear from our man from Inter Athletico. Kindly tell us your name and then what you're expecting from the game today.
My name is Kofi, and like I always say, beautiful football. I think they'll have to go and to ask what we did. So if you think you want to keep 4 spots, you would have to.
They'll have to earn it. They'll have to earn it by beating you guys. And I think Inter Athletico have been one of the teams that I've closely watched this season, because every single time I come on live stream, I've gotten to, I think I've been on their broadcast like once or twice, and they've impressed me. Sometimes they have slow starts when the games are ending. We see them play extremely well. But today, you're going up against the Club, the Ultimo team, where we heard from Amanda, who are confident in the way they play. You can see they want to finish the season strong. Is there any particular game plan that you guys are going to deploy against Club, the Ultimo, or is attack them with the same energy that you guys have been playing throughout the whole season?
Well, yeah, we always said play our game the way we know how to play it. We don't follow anybody's game plan or anything. How we know how to play it is how we're going to play it. And they should actually watch out for
it. That's all we want to hear. Inter Athletico are ready. Club the Ultimo are ready. I just can't wait for these guys to go to the virtual pitch and let's enjoy what they've got for us.
Absolutely, I cannot wait. I'm going to put the 2 of them on the spot. Club the Ultimo, what kind of scoreline are you looking for?
Hey, predictions from a player.
Oh, my days. Before we kick off, bro, you're trying to put the stress on me.
Yeah.
Well, we need to win. So our scoreline will be a win. That's all I know. No draw.
Just a win.
The scoreline is a win. It could be 10. It could be 5. It could be 1-0. It's got to be a win. That's all.
Let's need those 3 points.
I don't know about other teams. I don't care about them.
Is Athletico, what's going to be your scoreline in your opinion?
I think we joined our party in the last game, and you realize how good the boys realized they were, so we're keeping that energy. Club the Ultimo, maybe the best you can get to keep the top 4 spots will be SP3 losing. So just pray SP3 will lose, but then we'll just a little. You see, maybe a 1-0. It would be more deadly than going maybe 5. Just a 1. So I get the boys to do it.
Hey, listen, we just gotta win, mate. We just gotta win. We don't care about SP3. We just gotta win, and we're winning.
I hope you don't text me behind the back and say you need the win, so we should allow you. That's what we don't text me behind.
You feel the pressure when it starts coming.
I cannot
You'll
wait.
feel the pressure. It's all right.
Thank you guys for joining us, and make yourself available for the post-match interview. We want to be expecting a wonderful game from you guys.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you too. Slivo, welcome, buddy. What kind of vibes are you getting from the 2 T's, Club the Ultimo and Inter Athletico? Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Motherland Gaming Television's GPL Season 2 Matchday 18, the final day or the final matchup of this particular league. Slimo, your thoughts so far?
Pleasure to have been here. Pleasure to have been here every step of the way. I would have loved to be here every single game week, but of course, all the circumstances wasn't my fault. But it's always great that I had a chance to be here. And I mean, every single game we've had different storylines, we've had different narratives, and I think that's just the greatness of what the Ghana Pro Clubs League brings. And it just tells us that people are interested in it, and if we show more support to it, it could even get bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, I'm looking at the quality. The quality of some of these teams has been top notch. Even the two teams that we're speaking to today, Club de Ultimo, every single time they've shown up and they play extremely well. Athletico, they've had a dicey season, but when you need them to turn it up, they do turn it up. And I feel like every single team in the league has definitely put on a performance for us to remember, and it has definitely been a memorable season. When I'm speaking of the vibes you're getting of these two teams, you can tell Club de Ultimo have their eyes set on the prize. The top 4 spots, which is potentially hanging in the balance because of what SP3 could do behind them. And Athletico want to spoil the last day party. I'm here for the greatness. Let's go.
We are definitely here for the greatness. I want to see some party spoiler. Let's just go through the league table, and then we can see exactly what this means to all of the teams.
Exactly. Last day means last energy, last power. And the first place, who are possibly going to end the first place, of course, we can start crowning them champions. Boca Juniors, what a wonderful season they've had. 17 games played, 13 wins, 1 draw, just the 3 losses, 14 plus goal difference on 40 points. That's how dominant they've been. Coming in second place, who I've been impressed with since day one. Onukpa Warriors are coming in close with 32 points. Favela Footy will come in third on 29. And for Club de Ultimo, big game coming up for them. They have played 17 games with 28 points. And let's look behind them. They've got SP3, who are creeping, and they're so close. They played 16 games and they're currently on 25. So let's just do a little bit of math here. If Club de Ultimo, if SP3 win their standing game, they get up to 28 points. And now that is where the permutations and combinations will start coming in. Even if Club de Ultimo beat Athletico today, they'll have to beat them by a big goal margin, because on goal difference, they're just up by 2. And we know how good SP3 are and how many goals they can score if they get it going. So there should definitely be a roller coaster of a final day. They've got Bond Squad sitting in 6th place, who are also on 25 points. So they've also got a case of making the top 4. And look at Athletico there. They just fell short because of that one single point in the -4 goal difference. I think that really did worry them. Looking to work on things in this final game. And then final 2, we've got GHL Star, Pounds FC, and Ground Up XI heading into the final fixture of the season.
Yes, indeed. And I just cannot wait. The stream links have been sent to me, so the boys are already locked and loaded to go. Stamo, what's going to be your prediction for this game?
We've got two ways to go here. The guys who have set the table, they've bought their drinks, they've brought their food, everything to the party, and we have the party poopers. The ones who want to work with ECJ and off the lights, the ones who want to come and cut the cables, the ones who want to come and destroy the party. But I'm going to be positive here. I think I'm backing Club de Ultimo to get the win, because they know how important it is to them. One can say Athletico do not need the win necessarily, because even if they get 3 points, they still won't make top 4. So I'm just going to be positive here, but anything can happen. We know how deadly Athletico is. But bring on the show anyway, anyhow. I think it's going to be a very good show.
It's gonna be a good show, and I my money is on Athletico. I want to see some party spoilers, you know. I want to see some party spoilers, so I cannot wait. Shout out to all the people in the chat: Truth and Liars, Club de Ultimo, Gideon Aqua, David. I see you all. How are you guys doing? Let me know your predictions in the comment section. Let's find out Club de Ultimo versus Inter Athletico. Let the games begin. Check out their formation, especially from Club de Ultimo.
Big game coming up, and you've got to put your best foot forward. And this is possibly their best team going out there in the final game of the season. We've got, is that 4-3-3 formation I'm seeing? Yes, that's the basic 4-3-3 holding formation, where of course the 2 center backs, Fifi Brighton and Crazy King, at that central defensive position. We've got Saint Nimo, who just joined the chat as always, playing at left back. One day Beast also arrived back. So it seems like the whole house is coming here. And J Pack himself in midfield. I'm confused as to where exactly in midfield you'll be playing. If he's going to play on the left, on the right, or in central defensive midfield. He's got a key role to play for them. Kwamze also on right winger. Bebe Jit, he's got a big job on his hands today. They need to score goals because SP3 are very, very close behind, and of course, multiple DH on the left winger. These two left wingers, in fact, this left wing and the right wing, will keep the width for the team. The midfielders are very, very key to what's happening. So yeah, we've just seen Curtis also log in, so that should make it very interesting. I think this game definitely a big one for Club de Ultimo, and the big stages, that's where the big players step up. Who's going to be the big player for Club de Ultimo? We find out very soon before the players head onto the pitch.
Definitely, we find out very soon. And Slimo, we gotta have to remind our viewers that we have also got that special feature where we can have the party chat inside. So we've got the opportunity, guys, to get into the party chat to find out exactly what is going on with the teams and how they are talking to each other and what they are communicating to each other in that particular request. So that's going to be exciting. When you get into a party chat, Slimo, what is the thing you're expecting to see from a very organized party chat? What do you expect to see from a party chat like that?
Honestly, in pro clubs, I don't expect too much organization because things can just go haywire at any point, and everybody's speaking at the same time. I'm looking critically at what the left back and the left winger are saying to each other, because of course one is supposed to be overlapping. The left winger is telling this left back, hey, come across me, cut across me, try to overlap, I'll give it to you, I'll move here, I'll cut back a bit. And then in the attacking areas, the striker and anybody who's going to be playing a crossing, maybe he's going to play near post to the striker, okay, get into the near post or the back post. There's just so many things that sometimes if you are new in there, you might not be able to keep up, but doing that repetitively, it just makes you focused and you kind of understand what is going on. So there's kind of divisions when it comes to the party chat. Left back, left winger will have to talk. The two strikers up top will have to talk. Two defenders, I think they'll talk the most because if anybody sets the offside trap, they'll have to move together. If they are pressing on the front, playing a high line, they'll have to move together. If they want to be conservative, they'll have to communicate. If they want to play out from the back, they will have to communicate to the strikers that, hey, we are building from the back, so just wait up. If it is playing up top to the striker, they'll also have to communicate. I think they will speak a lot in that party chat, and of course, the midfielders also have a lot to say. So it's going to be chaotic anyway, anyhow. I think there's going to be voices everywhere. But as a player playing your position, you've just got to be listening to those voices closely and know which one that concerns you and then take it to the instructions. That is it. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I do believe because it's going to be very chaotic. And so if you're in a very big party chat, like a party chat of maybe 10, 11 people, you have to learn the ability to be able to pinpoint and pick up the most important things that are happening. And I think that is one of the things that helps in gaming. It helps with your ability to be able to perceive situations, discern situations, and also pick up the important bits of every situation that you find yourself. I think it's one of the ways that you can help in your cognitive recognition of patterns and situations in general life. I don't know if you agree with that particular session.
100%. I think one main benefit of gaming is what hand-eye coordination. This time it's supposed to be ear and then hand coordination because they're supposed to be listening and then following the instructions with your controllers and then doing everything to a T. Because once you get something wrong, and especially some key areas, the defenders, if you get it wrong, you don't have a second chance because you will be punished and then you will be scored on. For an attacker, if you get it wrong, okay, that's a chance to miss. We can't go again. But for midfield, especially the DM rule, you get it wrong, they are beating you off the dribble or something. Center backs, left back, right back, if you get it wrong, you're in trouble. Wingers, strikers, I think they kind of have a second chance, but if you get it wrong too many times, you could also be punished. So I 100% agree with you here. Gaming definitely helps with your cognitive skills.
Absolutely, and I cannot wait for the games to begin as the boys are gearing up and they are connecting to their open and friendly. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that this is Matchday 18 of the GPL Season 2 right here on Marveland Gaming Television with my one and only Slimo here. This particular production is brought to you by Ghana Pro Clubs, VPG, Marveland Gaming Television, Ultimate Battle, VGA Esports Show, Esports Association of Ghana, and Agro Esports. The first the game is about to begin, so we're going to be jumping right into the games, and I hope you guys enjoy the games as much as we will from here. Let's get this party going.
in a league that has seen thrills, it has seen excitement since day one, we'll still have to heed to one of the biggest general sayings in the world. Everything good still has to come to an end. The GPL has been good, but this is the final day of the season, and I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy, because this one has greatness written all over it. You can just tell from the signs already. You can tell with all the importance attached to this game. Club de Ultimo take on Inter Atletico for a final featured broadcast on the Motherland Gaming channel. Club de Ultimo have top 4 set in their sights. Inter Atletico are here to destroy those plans. We are underway for the biggest game possibly of Club de Ultimo season and the final game on the featured broadcast for the Ghana Pro Clubs League. It's been a wonderful time here, and we are here to enjoy the final greatness here. Club de Ultimo to possibly start well. They do with the shot away that time, the rebound. They can't convert from it, but I mean, that's the kind of intensity you're expecting from a team that looks to finish in the top 4. That's a great start, and they're looking to capitalize on that one. We did speak of that 43 formation that they've got up top, that it could create chances for them. It helps them to also press very highly on top of the pitch. But that's an excellent start to the game. And you can tell that these guys definitely have the top 4 inside. Skrilla, Kim at the back. And every single personnel on the Inter Atletico team, I think they've got the tactic down to a T, because Inter Atletico play fast-paced style. On the counter, they are deadly. And Club de Ultimo has to be wary of what these guys can do. Reggie keeping it calm in the first 8 minutes of the game, trying to weather the early storm from Club de Ultimo here. Inter Atletico. Milut, go pass into Amankwa, who has the option of crossing into the back post. Well, that was a good move, but the header just a little bit weak. And the goalkeeper will definitely claim that one easy, but that's what we are kind of dealing with. It's kind of a chess piece game where two of the teams know what they want to get into. And when the setup is that good, they do definitely have a chance to get into the matchups that they want to very early. That time we saw the cross coming deep. He did get the header, but it was just feeble. That's what Inter Atletico can do when you give them that much time and that much space. Savage with a great turn, tries the finish, land again with a huge save to parry that one away, but it's just turning around so quickly. Club de Ultimo will have to be locked in and focused. A lot of time still here to be played. Sam, Inter Manquai get Inter Atletico, the man in white. The man in white looking to push ahead. That time intercepted by Maestro. Over the top, trying to lift it high up the field. But we have spoken about how great the GPL season has been. And I think it's just a testament to the commitment that the organizers have shown, the players have shown, and every single person that has worked together to make this one happen deserves a lot of credit. And it's been a wonderful time so far here. You can just smell that these two teams might just give us one final crazy last day show, more or less like our day when everybody brings their food to school. So yeah, these two teams, they definitely have to give us a showdown, and you feel it very early. Club de Ultimo, that's a poor pass being played, trying to build up from the back that time. Well intercepted as Inter Atletico will come away with it. Skrilla on the 10, under some pressure, decides to go back to the defenders to cool things down, and they do a Maestro now. I need you guys to look at some key things with some of these players and their play styles. It's been something that has been slept on in pro clubs. In 1v1 action, I think it's very, very key. But in pro clubs, I don't know how much detail that teams take into this. The cross comes in and he just missed it. That was very, very close. Inter Atletico could have taken the lead right there. But speaking of play styles and how important they are this year, and for pro clubs, I think it's also very key. Maybe this year we've slept on it a bit with the Ghana Pro Clubs League, but it's been very, very important when you're playing FC24. And I've seen a couple of them kind of work very, very well. I've already seen some of the aerial threats have that aerial ability when it comes to the play style as well. We've seen incredible dribblers as well. Another cross coming in, land this time, reads it extremely well to hold on to it. Beast again on the ball. Club the Ultimo trying to settle down into things. You can remember in that first 5 minutes, they did create that wonderful opportunity, which they weren't able to convert, and they've kind of cooled things off a bit. But here they come with another chance in the game. That time the run coming a bit too early and just ruled out for offside. But that's the intent that they've got. Immediately the midfielder gets the pass. Somebody's making a run and it's confusing the defenders. By that time, great timing from the defense to just kind of set the offside trap very early and then catch them in it.
On the 35th mark, we're going to get into Club the Ultimo's to the party chat.
Party chat, no problem. The cross comes and hopefully something chaotic might go down before we go into the party chat. But yeah, the clock is at 35 minutes and then we can get what's happening in the party for the last game of the season. It seems like we're having problems with the audio from the party chat.
Yeah.
So
let me try. And
later maybe we can tap that back into that one. But about 7 minutes to go before this first half, and in which it has been very, very balanced. Honestly, I was expecting more from Club de Ultimo, with them needing this win so much more than Inter Athletico do. But Inter Athletico have kept their composure. They've weathered that early storm and they've settled into this game very nicely. Savage again into Boswelly. Danger area, scattered back into Savage. Another big block at the back. And they've had to have around 2 of these to keep the scoreline at 0-0. Inter Athletico every single time looking dangerous when they go in front. Milut. That time the ball roll cut well by Pedri, but that's a very, very risky tackle. And you've got to time it to perfection. So kudos to Pedri on that end for doing that. I think that was key for them. And in areas like those, when you've got a midfielder making a tackle in the 18-yard area, you kind of get scared because they are not natural tacklers. And sometimes they can't mistime things and they can cause a whole lot of problems. But that's the end of the first half. It has definitely come back so quickly. As Club de Ultimo 0, Inter Athletico 0 with the whole of the 45 minutes to play. And it's been a balanced affair. I think both teams have fairly been a bit cautious. Cautious on Club de Ultimo's side. I think they've been very, very cautious. They haven't been too much of what word should I give them? They haven't been exploratory. You've got to explore exactly, adventurous as well. You've got to take some risk since it's the last game of the season, because even if you take the risk and you lose, you still threw everything out there and then try to get the 3 points. But what's your advice for Club de Ultimo going into the final 45? Because if for Inter Athletico, I think they're playing okay.
Yeah, Club de Ultimo, they just need to step up their levels a little bit. I think the pressure is getting to them. The fact that they really need this win is getting to them. So hopefully they can just relax and just enjoy the games and then play the style.
Exactly. Settle into the game quickly like you did in that first 5 minutes. And then take the game away from Inter Athletico, who are currently cruising. I must say they're taking care of the ball so well. I've been impressed with them possession-wise. And look at them come again with Amakwa this time. Has the option of playing a wide. What an interception by Pedri. It's these little things that some of these players do that doesn't show up on the stat sheets. That's a very, very key area. Some of these players won't score the most goals. They won't score the most. They won't give the most assists. But it's the little things that they do. Their jockeying is perfect. Closing down the areas is perfect. The aggressiveness to get into some tackles like Pedri did is perfect. And the anticipation is top level stuff. So we don't only need to give credit to the guys who score or assist, but key guys like Pedri who make the midfield tick also deserve their flowers. Boswelly again for Amankwa. Cross comes in. Wow, that could have been the opening. And they've gone to that back post cross for another time, which Club de Ultimo just struggling to deal with at this point. They've got to be cautious going in. Pedri again, the impressive midfielder, finds the runner. As Club de Ultimo searching for something. They haven't still created a clear-cut opportunity in the game. And when the first one came, they reminded everybody why they needed this points. They opened the scoring with a big, big goal. And that's just simple and easy football. Get down to the byline, cut back. And there's a little toe poke of a finish to beat the goalkeeper. Club de Ultimo didn't need too many chances to go up ahead. And when they got one meaningful one, they made it count. Even critical that they weren't taking too many risks Well, that's how to take a risk. That's how to go down the byline where you know you could lose the ball easily with a lot of body swarming in the way. That is how to open the scoring in a game that you need all 3 points. By Athletico, some way, somehow, you feel like they've got a response in them. Skrilla into Savage again. It's Athletico. Well, Land has been called into action so many times, and its response today, I think, has been critical for Club de Ultimo, still keeping them leading in this game. Cross comes in deep one. Fifi can clear as they'll go on the attack. Great header by J Pack, and over the top. This could be 2 here. On the counter, Kane just can't get it to go. Getting some audio from the party chat. Let's see what's going on in the party chat, and then we'll come back to this.
Unlucky.
We go.
Defenders, J-Pack, drop in between the two guys, man. Drop in between them. Yes, nice. Oh,
Hey, at this anti
bro, X2, oh, bro.
Player no coin. One I shall call. Watch the other guy for the cross.
Nice. AI can't take the ball. Nice, Kifa.
7-0.
I said, please.
That's pretty much it.
Nice. Okay, J-Pack, go forward. Okay, this is it.
This one, yeah, sure. Charlie. Relax, we get
penalty.
So don't worry. Woman, no.
Debbie, my strike combo. Nice one, my strike combo. This one, we really take you. What the advertisement? Let's go. Beautiful goal. Okay, so right now, all we have to do is literally maintain the scoreline.
So yes, let them force it. I scored on the final game.
Okay, let's get back to our man and only Slimo takeover.
All right, that was the excellent party chat coming from Club de Ultimo, who are 2 goals up now. Kind courtesy of Kane finishing from the penalty spot. They're in pole position to grab all 3 points now. And remember that we did say that they've got to score a lot of goals to keep that top 4 spot because of how SP3 were bearing down on them. And I think a 2-goal lead is a very healthy one. It keeps them in a very good position. Remember that they are just plus 2 goal difference on SP3, so they definitely need these 2 goals. If they're able to maintain it or if they add more, that just helps their cause. Pedri. And just look at them. And we did hear from them in the party chat. Try to maintain this lead. And I mean, if we have a chance to speak to the one directing the chat, I must say he's an orchestrator. He's just so good. You can see him directing who should take the penalty kicks, directing J-Pack to stay in between the lines in the midfield. And I think breaking the midfield has been a struggle a bit for Athletico. Club de Ultimo in the second half have rectified where the spaces were, and they've closed them down so well. Clearly deserve this 2-goal lead with a little under 40 minutes to play in our final featured broadcast game of the Ghana Pro Clubs League. But well, Athletico kind of wearing off a bit here, and they give the ball away cheaply as Mamba will come away with the third could possibly come here for Kane. Oh, that was it right there for them to seal the deal. They still got the 2-goal lead. My third one wouldn't have been bad at all for them. And on the other hand, they could be punished here. Samankwa will go away with it. But the defense staying compact, staying true to their form and keeping the shape. That's one thing I admire most when the pro clubs, when the players are playing in the pro clubs. I think one of the most difficult is to keep your shape for the defense. And even when you're playing 1v1, keeping the shape for the defense is so difficult that pro clubs, I think, is that the level of difficulty is just through the roof. But these guys are able to keep their shape. When they want to set the offside trap, they do that so well. Club de Ultimo, they've been nearly perfect here today, still holding on to their clean sheet here as we enter into the final 5 minutes. Sam, for Athletico, maybe to make the last 5 minutes interesting, but they do lose out on it. The Club de Ultimo will come away with it. J-Pack Brilliant ball to find Kwamzi. The third could come again. Borosku, that's an excellent move. Maybe took a bit off with the goal, but he just couldn't. That's an excellent sequence from Kwamzi. That's the individual play. Brilliant.
Isn't this player too tall?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Charlie, check that guy. We'll finish. That guy is 6'7".
That player will look very tall. I don't know if he's higher now.
Yes. Charlie, make you guys check out there.
It be the hair. I'm sure it be the hair we make it.
Forget. Something check out.
We didn't take that ball penalty. I mean, I go watch the highlights.
So we did get to hear from Inter Athletico, who were not in high spirits, but that's the end of the game with Club de Ultimo with a much needed victory. They take out 3 points, beating Inter Athletico by 2-0. How huge was that for them, Einstein?
Very huge. And you know, there's a saying, you gotta walk your talk, and walking their talk they did from Club de Ultimo. I did say that I want to eat Athletico, but just to poop up the party, but they did fantastically well in making sure that they instilled their place in the top fours, and that definitely shows how very important playing with confidence is for any team in the Ghana Pro clubs, and that just sets a grand stage for the next league, because now we have an established top 4, top 5, top 6 kind of teams that we know we're going to be looking towards, because right now we didn't necessarily have this kind of structure that we used to, but now we have the structure. We've seen the league, we've seen where teams are and how teams can improve, and
but you know what that also creates? That also puts a target on the top 4s back for next league.
Absolutely. Everybody knows that these are the top guys, so the next league is going to be absolutely fantastic in terms of the competition that is going to be engraved in this particular tournament.
Exactly, and with the top 4 now setting, I think it was just it was a matter of time for Club de Ultimo to honestly get these 3 points. I think in that first half they were shaky a bit, but immediately you're able to soak the pressure and not concede a goal. With the wave of pressure that was coming from Inter Athletico, you definitely deserve the win, because in I think around 20 minutes Inter Athletico kept pushing, but Club de Ultimo staying true to their form, staying true to their shape, and then going into the second half, I mean, that was possibly one of the best halves we've seen on the live stream. They were composed, they controlled the game, the tempo was there for them, and every single time they got the ball, you could see that they wanted to score a goal, and they made it as easy on the eye. But it's not that easy. They did have to work hard for the 3 points, but congratulations to them. That's a huge 3 points for them.
It is a huge 3 points for them, and I cannot wait to see the smirk on their faces once they join us for the post-match interview, which is going to be the last post-match interview we're going to be having. We will have another show, another production on right here on Marveland Gaming Television to unveil, the cash prize, and then how much everybody has been paid and all of that, and then we can, see where the teams lie, or what kind of feelings the teams are having in that particular regard. But nonetheless, let's try and get these boys in here so that we can analyze how some of them walked their talk and how some of them were filled, to deliver in their promise of pooping up the party. I mean, Slabo, if you were in Club de Ultimo's team, what would be the one thing that you'd be saying to your players at this point, because the scene isn't over?
I think what they'll be saying to themselves is, first of all, appreciating each and everyone's efforts, because I know it's not easy playing through the whole of the 18 games this season. It's not easy at all. Congratulating themselves, I think, is very key. Sometimes we overlook those things even when you come in 4th place, and how competitive this league is. To be able to stay compact and then do your thing, I think all they have to say to themselves is kudos and they hope to do better next time. Just work on their mistakes, and that is why it's so key that we had some of these games streamed live on the Motherland Gaming channel, because going into the next season, you have a sample size, you have videos that you can go back to and say, okay, these are some of the games that we went wrong here. We've got to polish some of these things, and going into the next league or the next season, we could definitely work on. So I think it's very, very key that we did this for them. Club the Ultimo, congratulations to them. I mean, every single one of them did show up today, and they showed up in a positive way for them to grab all 3 points. That's just excellent for them going into the final round.
Yeah, excellent indeed. And I hope to see, I think I've seen Club the Ultimo join. We're waiting on Inter Athletico to also join, and then we can have a good post-match interview. Nonetheless, we can also check up the goals that transpired in this particular matchup. I think some of the goals were, I mean, we had 2 goals, but they were really, really well taken penalty, and also were really well taken goal in terms of
worked goal, like very well worked out.
Yeah, so we can check out the first goal, and then you can tell us what you think from that goal while these guys are setting up.
The first goal was, you kind of felt like it was coming, because they had survived the wave of pressure. It did come very early in the second half, and in the second half they needed to become aggressive, and they did that. They kind of took the sting of the game away from the Inter Athletico, and they had to do that very, very well. Here, Inter Athletico creates an attack. You can see Boswelli attacking with Amankwa, but they didn't fumble, and after a huge scare, because 21 Savage almost knocked that one into the post, but just look at the series of the sequence that happens here. They start a build up from the back. They've got the wide open space in midfield. Pedri, who I thought was magnificent in midfield today, he wasn't on the score sheet today, but some of the little things he was doing for them was just excellent. He plays that pass, and just look at the runners. The runners send, and then just make the defenders confused a bit. Mamba gets here, and then just look at Intente there, making the deep run into the box. But I think Mamba's movement here just makes them tick, because if Mamba stands still, nobody's there to knock down one home. Just look at him. Keeps running and running and running. And it's not just him. There are 3 players in the box who are running. That's the positive energy we're expecting from them. That is the exploits that we needed from them. That is the way to take the risk that we're looking out for them. Kudos to Club the Ultimo. Well-deserved goal. Now, you're up by a goal. You need to keep the goal. You need to build on that pressure. And I think in the second half, they were as composed as they could be, very, very balanced, held onto the ball very well. And sometimes you kind of felt like Inter Athletico were reaching a bit, we're trying to press for the ball, but possession-wise, Club the Ultimo were just magnificent.
Yeah, magnificent. Let's check out the second goal.
Exactly, just like that, surviving waves and waves of pressure. But just look at that, on the counter attack, 3 against 1. You'd expect a goal to go down here, but Kane got it, and he kind of laid it off for Kwamzi, and the defender committing too much. A very, very clear penalty, no question about that. It's so difficult
Is it really a penalty,
to time tackles like that.
You really think it's a penalty?
Honestly, I think it's a penalty.
I think he got the ball. He got the ball. I think he got the ball.
No, let's rewind a bit here. The thing is, immediately he passes to Kwamzi, but the defender did very well on the recovery. That one we can't take it away from him. Let's look at him get the ball there.
Gets the ball.
All right, he gets the ball. He gets the ball.
That is fraud. That is fraud.
We need to question these referees.
Look at the player. He's dived. Look at him. Oh my God, he's faking it.
I can't imagine myself being in Inter Athletico shoes watching this replay.
Man.
Very, very,
okay, I think
very, very
unfair.
Unfair to them, but it's in the game. It's EA Sports in the game. When you're looking into the game for the very first time, it tells you EA Sports is in the game. So yeah, it's in the game.
I didn't know they've introduced diving in the game now. Let's
you didn't clearly get that ball back. Kudos to the defender for the recovery. It was great.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. my first question is, or my first question to Claudio Ultimo, how do you guys dive? Like, how do you guys dive? Can you just tell us the button you guys are using to dive?
I'll tell you the secret. Just press W for the win. W for the win. You
For the win.
For the controller top, you go dive. It's that insane, bro. It's that crazy.
From Athletico's perspective, yeah, that must have been very disappointing seeing that beautifully well-timed tackle and the referee somehow blowing that as a penalty. I mean,
yeah, that was a bit crazy.
We can't take anything away from Club de Ultimo's win. Club de Ultimo, how do you feel about this particular win today?
Right, so I'll start off by saying that, yeah, myself, I'm usually a striker. I was supposed to strike in this game. If you look at the match, we had a few AIs in there. What happened? Our defenders, network literally cut off before we send the game. So we were literally rushing. Like, the midfield that you've seen is not even our midfield. Right? So I was a bit crazy with that. We had to literally kind of all the players on there to play where they're not comfortable with. But hey, listen, at the end of the day, we managed to get our win because we told ourselves we need to get our win no matter what. And these guys, what did you say?
I don't think you're talking to us. Continue, please.
All right. So obviously they came in to make it hard for us. They competed, bro. They competed. We were under a lot of pressure. I don't know if you heard from the game chat, but I was stressed out because I knew the players weren't used to that position. So I was a bit stressed out. But then we got the job done. Luckily.
Yeah, you guys definitely got the work done. Athletico, how are you guys feeling about this particular loss?
Okay, so other one. Yeah.
How are you feeling about the loss?
Oh, well, good. Just a few issues that I'm sure we would handle with Club de Ultimo back. But then we're good.
Slime, do you have questions for them?
Yeah. One for Athletico and then possibly final two for Club de Ultimo. I'm out for Athletico. Do you guys feel a little bit hard down by the penalty call? Because that was a big call in the game. If they hadn't gotten that penalty, it's still 1-0. You guys still have a chance in the game. Do you feel like hard down by, or you're going to say, okay, it happens, you guys like roll over it? Did you feel like that one killed your momentum a bit?
I feel like these are the same people who complain Ronaldo gets a lot of penalties. But you see what happened in there. There's a clear dive. The guy actually went in for the ball. He got the full ball. But then because there was a dive in there, we got a penalty. And we're good. I think we played the game we know how to play. And that's the best way we can go about this. Yeah.
I like the mentality going and just let's move forward from that. But yeah, I personally thought it was a penalty, but then looking at it closely, it was nowhere near a penalty. But to Club de Ultimo, congratulations first of all on the win. You guys, I think in that first half, in the first 5 minutes, you did create a very good chance. You were able to score, but then since then, Athletico in the next 20 minutes were dominant in the game. They took control. Tell me what it took for you guys to bounce back in that second half. You did see that your center backs had logged out. Did they come back for you guys to be able to stabilize yourself in the second half? What just changed in the second half?
So basically, what happened is before we started the match, we had a conversation where this guy from Athletico literally said, "We don't have any pressure. We don't need to win or lose.
They don't have anything to lose.
As you who need to win. You Club de Ultimo that need to win, right?" So it did actually take effect because see when we started the match, I started feeling the pressure. Because that's not how we play, bro. Trust me, that's not how we play. But you could tell that everyone was nervous. Every single player there was scared to make a little mistake. So they were piling the pressure, putting in crosses right in our faces. we were shaking, bro. We were shaking for about at least the first half until we got that first goal. We started calming down a little bit. We got that W by obviously pressing the button to dive, which obviously is a little secret. I'll show you later. But I'm not trying to throw them. Big ups to them. They actually turned up. They actually played well. They were the better team. We weren't the better team. But at the end of the day, we didn't need to be the better team. We just need to win. That's all. And they
very key. I like that.
Big ups to you, baby.
Yeah,
big ups to you.
I like that you're very, very honest about being nervous, because sometimes players will say, "Oh, there was no pressure on us," but yeah, I think in that first half it was wobbly a bit. But the final question is, playing against Athletico and knowing how good they were, was there a clear game plan from you guys? Because at some point they just kept lobbing the ball into the back post, but you guys dealt with it wave after wave after wave. But there was just one opportunity from them that they almost scored from, and then from that goal kick you guys scored. Was there a game plan to stop those back post crosses?
We did them before and we won against them, and we knew that was their game style. We knew that was their game plan. Sorry, is go down the wings and put in a cross. But they're a very smart team because they realized that we had the AIs. Because the other guys lagged out. So we had the AIs, which means if they lob the ball over the defenders, they always have advantage in the back post, which they nearly scored.
Oh, I think we've lost him there.
Yeah, he was about wrapping up too.
Yeah. Claudio, did you guys realize the AIs we started lobbing the balls?
Athletico, yeah.
Athletico, I mean.
Oh yeah. Guys in there. If you realize the second half, so his favorite position, the right side, and he was actually pushing in the balls. We realized that Grade has a lot of attention on him now. Like, people have realized he's very good, so they catch him a lot. So the crosses were coming from both left and right. we were just swinging in crosses from both left and right. So yeah, and I think they had a very solid midfield. No two ways about it. But honestly, we should have beaten them. We really should have beaten them.
Guys, sorry, my network just cut off.
Yeah, no problem.
It's okay. We just acknowledged. Athletico just acknowledged they did realize that you guys had a deficiency in the men back at the back, so they actually planned to place a lot of crosses in, which you guys dealt with pretty well.
Well, he obviously didn't know me from the other match we played. Crazy Kings, he didn't know I'm a striker. So maybe once they see me in defense, they go, "Oh, that guy's not a defender."
Yeah,
we can get at him.
We can attack him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We can attack him. And the guy playing DM, if you see the name on the game, it was I think Pedri. He is.
Yeah, he was brilliant today. But today I think he put in a shift.
He's usually a defender. We literally have to turn the whole team around. But they capitalized on our weakness, and I actually appreciate. I respect them for that. They capitalized on our weakness. It's just unfortunate that we knew a button on the controller that they didn't know, and that won us the game.
That button with Athletico. You guys are going to start using it for next season, eh? That button, that's dive button. I think we need to bring VAR into this game, man, because that was a clear dive, as bright as day. Anyway, Club the Ultimo, final words to your fans in the chat before we call it, and just congratulate the fans for being with you guys the whole season. Final words.
Listen, guys, it's been a stressful season for everyone involved due to the network issues. But there's been some enjoyable matches. I've been watching every single stream. Well, the ones that I've been playing when it's been going on. And every single team pulled up, every team turned up, every team wanted to kill each other. And that's what made this league and this particular tournament amazing. I can't wait for the next one. Now that we've had a little taste, come with their A plan. Everyone is gonna know each other, and we're actually gonna kill each other. So it's actually gonna be fireworks the next season. Thank you for turning up and watching the matches, though. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it.
Thank you too. Into Atletico, final words to your fans and to the world.
So for us, I think when the league started, we were the underdog. We have proven that we play the game as good as anybody can play. We can catch you on your turf and just feast on you. So to our fans, we say we're getting more fans soon with the gameplay we're playing. Watch out for us in the season 3 of the Ghana Pro Clubs League. Yeah.
So big ups to you guys for joining us here. Congratulations for making it to the end of the season. I hope you guys enjoyed the production that was brought to you by Motherland TV Television, and hopefully we get to continue working together next season as well.
Sure. See you next year.
All right. Slimo, I can't know.
The final 2, the last man standing.
Yeah, the last man standing. So far, let's just wrap up the season together. You know, what has been your take on the season, and then what you envisage the next season to be like?
For the Pro Clubs, Ghana Pro Clubs League, the official Pro Clubs League, actually, to be in its infancy for its very first season, it's fireworks for me. It's a 10/10 for me. Like there were roadblocks in the way, but the way we overcame them was just brilliant. Every single person who put in a shift in, who had to forgo something to put the league first, we say kudos to you. We say big credit to you. Every single person who knew who went live and then joined in the live chat and the stream, every single person who liked the stream, shared the stream, subscribed to the channel, we say kudos to you. Every single person who put money into this, blood, sweat, tears, everything, we say kudos to you. Now coming to the competitive nature of the league, that's why I salute every single player out there. There was no game that was on the live broadcast or any of those games that you felt like, okay, the players didn't compete. There were some heavy score lines, but even with that one, the opponents did still compete. And that's why I just love about this. And it just promises that going into the next league, there should be even more and then better opportunities for players like this. Now, what I'll sign out with this is, for the Ghana Pro Clubs League, we've come far. It's been a wonderful time here. One thing I really did enjoy is during my time on the Pro Clubs, now I have a lot more 1v1 players hitting me up about, hey, how can I join the Pro Clubs League? So I can assure you that there's going to be more hands on the Pro Clubs League, and I feel like people are now more interested. Kudos to everybody who made this one happen.
Yeah, kudos to everyone. I mean, and you know, once you're just saying that, just an idea just popped in my head. Imagine we have like a showdown between like all the best players of the pro clubs versus all the 1v1 players who have just formed their team. You know, like an all-star showdown. You know, the 1v1
that should be crazy.
The pro club players.
That should be crazy. I'll have my money on the pro clubs players because I feel like they have more chemistry. So yeah.
Absolutely, because that's the beauty about the pro clubs. It takes that individualism away from you. Like, you as a player, you can't do everything, and so it also helps to build teamwork and camaraderie. You know, people meeting different people across the world, being able to play the game and communicate in a respectful manner, in a way that they have a leader, they have supporters, they have people that they are training, and all of that encompassing the whole genre of esports. And that's just brilliant. So far, it's been an absolutely brilliant season, in my opinion, and I just cannot wait for next season. And I want to say a very big thank you to Slimo as well. We appreciate you very much. We love you so very much for having the time and coming through, giving us some wonderful world-class casting as usual. And we do hope that, you know, the sky is the limit for you. You keep going up and high, and you know, you keep attaining more dreams that you definitely want to do so. Big ups to everybody that joined us in the chat. I appreciate you guys all. It's been an absolutely fantastic season, but we have to bring it to a close at some point, and here it is. Unfortunately, we bring to the end of the GPL league. This is the first edition. The second edition is going to be coming up very soon. Discussion are in place. However, very soon, check out our socials and also the socials of VPG and also Ghana Pro Clubs, where we would state the time and the dates where we will have the final show where we would give out the rewards and the goal, the assist and all the top scorers and all the different things that happen. The analysis of the whole season. We'll have a very wonderful stream about that, and hopefully you guys can join in and we can have a wonderful stream. Slimo, thank you so very much for joining us here, and I appreciate you so very much, and then we continue to talk.
Of course. Pleasure being here. Thank you for having me.
All right, have a wonderful evening. Bye guys.
Chamala mafuno, mabro, malabunyam, Oshami de Musanje, Mobeke Bialaminti, Chamala mafuno, mabro, every time you to know, Remy to know, Remy to know, every time you to know.
Yo, bang! Turn on. Feel white bodies in the yard, but I see none. I love the one in the weave on. It be eating my mind boss. Feel white ballers in the yard, but she see none. She love the one in the dreadlocks. And it be eating my mind boss. Timmy Panaya drop from Babylon. Catch my boys in the hall upon. So I'ma put it in a robot song. Panaya drop from Babylon. Catch my boys in the hall upon. So I'ma put it in a robot song. It's in the rhythm. Oshima de Musawanje. Mobeke Bialaminti. Chamala mafuno, mabro, malabunyam. Oshima de Musawanje. Mobeke Bialaminti. Chamala mafuno, mabro. My bugger drop, enough bag of chat, enough bag of love, yeah. My dollar drop, yeah. Make CD shots, now who the door? Check the settings, now read the shit. I show you one, I want to take. Check the settings, now read the shit. I wanna read the shit, I wanna check the shit. Check the settings, now read the shit. I show you one, I want to take. Check the settings, now read the shit. I wanna read the shit.